At the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 24-yard line.
On the ready.
54. Mike 54. Yo, 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 yo.
Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no.
Go. 55.
First carry for James Conner. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. For 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
They stay on the ground on first for Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Get ready, get ready.
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Well, nobody leaked. Big play. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Ty Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Winston. Going deep this time for Miller. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a gain of 34.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
Jameis now on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Terrell Edmonds comes flying in from safety for the sack.
It's 2nd down.
Play action now. Winston. And he's going to go down again. T.J. Watt, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here, back-to-back sacks. 3rd and long for Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Recon, 132 fighter.
To throw on 2nd down is Romo. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back with offense.
Now it's Romo. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 43.
That's another Steelers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. These two teams all tied after 1. 2nd quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
8, read. Come on, X3. 218, chop it. 5.
On 1st down, it's Romo. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. The Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Johnson with a burst, a 1st down or more.
Come on now, let's go.
Let's go now. 50, plant.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Hey, that's what I do.
Get it.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
50, Mike, 50.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 13-yard line.
Ready.
On 2nd down now, it's Connor. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Got it.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Connor. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Ready. 60, Pittsburgh.
Mike 50. All right, T, let's go. All right, T.
They'll run here with Connor, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Second and goal from the 6 this time.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Gallman will run it. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Check 3, check 3, check 3.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Washington, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Carlson now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the shit. Wait. Flip.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Got a man, it's Brashad Perriman. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Working out of the gun. Winston. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
From the 17, Winston. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. You draw Corker.
Now Gallman. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
10 logo.
I'm on.
General West.
You got tight right there.
He'll try and run forward with counter. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now to try the field goal, here's Daniel Carlson. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's trimmed. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Throwing, Winston. He's going to air one out. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get to field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
Back to throw, Romo. Now Romo hit, and he loses the football. He had it jarred out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Now a first down carry by Jones. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. On second and a yard, Winston. And Jameis intercepted a third time. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
Ready, break.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Ready.
Going on the ground with Homer. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They go play action. Winston going up top for Miller. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. On first down, Jones. Down right around the 25. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. that appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
From the 25 on second down, Winston going for it all. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Ronald Jones, his second touchdown on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
It's Connor as they stay on the ground. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Check. Watch 54. Get in the weight room.
On second down, here's Romo. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Go!
Again, it's Homer. They find some open field here. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run this with Homer. Gets through, and now an opening. There he goes, left side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Travis Homer, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
On 2nd and 12, Winston. He completes it to Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his legs.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. And he's going to be swallowed up. sacked back at the 45-yard line. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. To throw, Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On play action, Winston. And that's complete. It's Watson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Steelers' 20-yard line.
Play fake. Winston. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns.
I tell you don't have press conferences when you sign guys like this. But he's been a real difference maker so far. That's now 2 interceptions for him in the game. And when you're getting contributions up and down your 53-man roster, you're going to be all right.
And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 8-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. This is Homer. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Steelers on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. On the counter, it's Connor. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Hey, I want to kick it.
To throw again on second down. Winston. He's got this one complete to Perriman. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Winston now from the 50. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Winston to throw for it on 4th. And Watson has it right side. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. It doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 17-yard line. But correct me if I'm wrong. You know, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Now Jones, and he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten the yard. Now Jones, and he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 1 back in the game. That's Jones, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Yeah, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This just a 24-yard attempt. Gay's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At their 48-yard line.
Break. 54, right there. 54 Mike.
I'm trying to collect.
Topper! Ready?
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They're throwing here. Romo. He'll get that one complete to Connor. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the 18-yard line.
And the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. This is Connor running right. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Hey, Echo.
Now it's Romo. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Winston. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
He finds his target. It's Evans. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.